Hey folks, sorry, I wanted to add a few more things to the first video. And I will be using some videos from last quarter. I just said things so well back then. So there may be some dates from last quarter, so just ignore those. Go by the Canvas date that you see before you. So as you can see, we have three little items due this Sunday night. And Sunday night will be our general due date for this entire quarter, right? So every Sunday night, you're going to have something due. That will just be there throughout the quarter. So think of it as okay, you'll have some readings that will be sort of the foundational concept or ideas for the week. And then I'm going to ask you to engage those ideas and write about them. And it's all due Sunday night. Okay. And I also want to say, I've only opened up a few weeks of the course at a time. I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'll open up a few more weeks, like next week. So you'll see the first 3 weeks. Week 4 is when we start getting into the essays. The more we'll be doing more of an editorial-based essay, but think of it as this first 2 weeks we'll be doing the personal statement. Week 3 we're going to really dig into sources and evaluating sources. And then week 4, we'll get into more traditional writing with essays. And there is, at the end of the course, we're going to do a podcast. You'll see this in the syllabus, so I also wanted to bring up the syllabus. So, right, where does the syllabus live? It lives under getting started, right? All the crucial things are under getting started. So pull up the syllabus, and let's just take a minute to go through this. I don't want to overwhelm you. Okay, so first thing you notice, oh, this doesn't look like a classic traditional syllabus. What's going on? So as you can see, I like to play with formats and forms and genres, okay? So you could ask yourself, well, what format is this syllabus in? Why did they do this? I put this in it's a newsletter, right? What's a newsletter? A newsletter are things that they're like little letters sent out by schools to parents or churches or synagogues or mosques or temples to their people who worship there, right? Or businesses, right? Use newsletters. It's like these internal documents to people who use those places or who work or visit there. That's a newsletter, right? It's a very popular genre. Like millions of Americans get one of these a day. So I think it's less intimidating than a traditional syllabus, which is all that dense text. And studies show that students don't really read the syllabus. So I want to put this crucial information in a format that people actually do read. Okay, so it's in this fun newsletter, right? And the beauty of a newsletter is it's kind of adaptable, right? It changes, it can be revised, another edition can be sent out. So that's how I think of this class, right? That I will make changes along the way to reflect student questions or student interests, right? So if students are telling me, ooh, can we write about, can we explore this topic? I'll be like, okay, let's do that, right? So think of the newsletter as this living document that changes, right? We revise it, we can work on it. It's not this, oh, everything in this class is set in stone. You have no choice. You have no voice. Bang my gavel, that's it, right? The newsletter is a much more, okay, we can change things if we need to. It's the beauty of a more student-centered class, and it all starts with the syllabus. So I hope you like the syllabus. Right, here's a winter view of Seattle, of the campus. I could have done a traditional one that would have cost me no time. Instead, I spent hours making this thing. So yeah, I hope this is more welcoming and does present the course in a new way, right? This course starts with you, right? This course starts with your interests, and it wants to be welcoming and more user-friendly. Okay, and right, key things, right? No text required. I talk about that in the welcome message, and alternative grading, which I talked about in the other video. Here's my contact info, right? Email me. I'm always available. I love meeting over Zoom if you want to work on anything together, right? I'm always available. Student outcomes, right? This is what the college says we need to learn, right? So we're going to hit all those things. And just to highlight one, right? If you want to format your paper as an APA or MLA or Chicago Chemical Engineering Society style, right? There's a million, right? You decide. I want you to work with the format you're comfortable with, or you want to experiment with, right? If you've always used MLA in an English class, go APA, right? Why not try something new? And remember, the beauty of alternative grading is you don't get dinged for being curious. You don't get dinged for trying something new, right? Even if you fail, you learn something, right? You're not going to learn a new format if you just play it safe and stick with MLA, right? That's called not learning, right? So I encourage you to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to try APA, right? I want to learn something new. And folks, MLA is not widely used outside of sort of like English studies, right? So if you're going on into graduate English, yeah, that's MLA. If you're going into the social sciences, right? Religion, psychology, sociology, anthropology, the social sciences, they all use APA. So I really recommend using APA. It is much more widely used in this universe. Hey guys, calm down. Guys, hey. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. and I'm dog sitting 2 more, so it's like it's a dog house right now. Okay, and here's a bit of a welcome from me, right? If you want to know who I am, I say hello in the syllabus. So yeah, there's my bio. I'm not going to beat you over the head with this is who I am. These are my degree, right? Like that's who I am. Okay, and again, I'm always available to meet, right? Student success hours, whenever you want to meet. And then I just, I highlight a lot of things in the syllabus that are just so important for your professional development and student success. We got the Writing Center. I go over alternative grading. We got the Makerspace. There's just so much going on campus or, online, right? There's so many activities you can engage in either way, face-to-face or online. I give a major projects breakdown, right? So think of it this way. We've got... I give you a little circle breakdown, right? Because people love visuals. So we've got the personal statement, which we're working on right now, right? We're writing for a real audience with a real purpose, right? We want the money, right? Like the personal statement can be used for the South Scholarship, right? So this is a real assignment with a real purpose. Then we start getting into some essay writing in week 4. So those are coming up. And then we're going to end this class on maybe a new type of assignment for you. This is new in an English class, but we're going to do a podcast in this class. And if you hear that and you're like freaking out, don't. I spend 2 weeks just breaking this down. We'll do a really short podcast, around 7 minutes, and I'll give you lots of examples. We'll listen to several examples that are 5 to 7 minutes that are really short, so you can see how these things are made. I have a great video from my friend Gary who just breaks down in 10 minutes how to make a podcast. Right? You don't need to buy anything. Audacity is a free program. You can download to your computer. You can also do it on your phone. If a computer is an issue, right? You can do it at a library, right? You can access Audacity on a library computer or a South campus computer, right? So it is, my students always say that this is the most fun assignment, right? The podcast. And again, one of the reasons I do this is I want you guys to start expressing your ideas, your arguments, your informing us in really more popular formats, right? I don't think a lot of Americans are logging on to Google Scholar and reading academic essays every night for information, right? Or like reading, traditional essays. But millions of Americans every day are listening to podcasts for information, for ideas, for arguments, right? For the ideas of today, right? So that's why I really like this podcast assignment, because it is a format that people really do listen to. They really do use, right? Rather than an essay format, which can be artificial, right? It can be sort of collegey, but the way I teach the essay is we'll put it within the popular format of an editorial, and we'll get to that in a few weeks. An editorial is, right? It's a newspaper genre. It's very similar to a traditional essay, but some differences in terms of voice and style. But we'll get there. So yeah, that's the breakdown of items in this class. Okay, late policy, right? Take a look at that, right? And essentially, I will put a grade on items, right? Discussions, 5 out of 5. Think of that as complete, incomplete. The personal statement is 25 points. Think of it as that's me sort of if I was traditional grading, right? Okay, that's a 20 out of 25, right? That's me, and with my feedback, sort of giving you ideas for revision. But if you tell me, I learned so much in that personal statement, I would give myself an A on that. I'm gonna go with that, right? So and then just again, you're gonna cite from your work to show your learning. Okay, so here's a little bit about the podcast assignment, right? So just take a look at the syllabus. There's just so much rich information here. Yeah, and then I end on, just again, another appreciation and thank you message. So folks, if you have any questions, again, always email me. I'm always available. And again, Happy New Year. And I love teaching this class. So I really hope to be Zooming with you guys in Student Success Hours one-on-one. If you want to work on anything together, I am so available. Okay, folks, thank you. Till next week and my next weekly message.